How do you do a full family-friendly day in the DMV area for under $50 and go home with a board game? This is the DigiKast, and we'll tell you all about it. We got your ticket. Your ticket to ride.
Thank you for all the nice comments and support for the bookmark series. We have spun it out into its own channel. Please check it out over there. If you like books, you like reading, you like cozy vibes, Bookmarked is right up your alley.
All right, since we have given Bookmarked its own channel, the DigiKast remains primarily your go-to spot for budget travel, tips and tricks, and board games, all of which we'll be talking about today.
So we found games and stuff while looking for a local copy of Finspan. I keep saying that word wrong. Looking online at gamesandstuffonline.com, we saw that they had multiple copies and had it at MSRP of $50 with no markup. And we hadn't been to that store before. It was out of the area.
Where is it, you ask? Glen Burnie, Maryland, right off of Ritchie Highway around the historic downtown area. I think it's historic. I don't know. Apparently it's by the Mission Barbecue headquarters because there was like 6 of those huge Army catering trucks. It was about a 35-minute drive for us. It sits about 20 minutes or so from Baltimore, maybe 60 from DC, depending on how you drive.
We went in June for Finspan and we were like wowed and I'm impressed. A couple of weeks later, the Game and Stuff Facebook page posted about a board game social event for Ticket to Ride. And I really like Ticket to Ride. I've been playing that game for so long. I'm great at it, may I add. We were happy to go back to this event, or to the store for this actual event. So what's the big deal? It was like walking into a Best Buy for the first time in the late 90s when Best Buy became like the thing. These kids today, they don't know anything about that.
I would say it's kind of like walking into a Micro Center because it's awesome, but that's just me.
Yeah, it's because you're like all about electronics,
Yeah,
computers, and build your own computer.
yeah, that's true. This is a little bit more like I'm gonna build my own little army of dudes and paint them all.
Yeah. So Games and Stuff in Glen Burnie is a store where you actually get your money's worth. They offer a great value and have like a very friendly atmosphere. Everyone there is so nice that we came across anyway thus far.
They have a wide selection of board games, classic stuff, new stuff, obscure, weird, random stuff, hobby grade stuff if you like that sort of thing. They got a dang library wall of role-playing games.
Yeah.
It's crazy. They even have used games, which is like, I don't know, not unheard of, I guess, but cool that they have it.
It's unheard of that they're clean and they're like in pristine shape. But like I said, yeah, the staff was like really friendly and helpful. It wasn't high pressure sales, no intimidation. They were very diverse and it was super cool to see. They were there for any questions that you might have on the spot. And what we did was when what we said in the intro, Ticket to Ride, board game social event. It was $10 per person and it was from noon to 5 p.m. And that was about it. They had a couple of copies of the game set up to play in the game room and it was basically open play for anyone. You can bring a friend or join a group. It was very low stakes and all in great fun.
They even provided popcorn and the staff was ready to help teach people to play. They also had some giveaways like custom game pieces, dice, and stuff like that. They even gave away a few copies of the game. And guess who won a copy? Sherry did.
Yay! So the store actually does have a section where we were in that's open play from 10 a.m. to 9 p.m. or, basically open to close for the days that they're open. You can come out and play all day. The entry fee is $10, and it is returned to you in the form of store credit. So space is limited, they say, and they have events weekly, but you can try out a bunch of games and get their store credit. You just want to, they ask that you can actually call ahead of time to make sure that they have space to accommodate you if there is an event going on. And they have some really great store hours. And they also have rooms that you can rent for different prices. The rooms seat 6 people, but they can accommodate up to 8 people. And I believe anybody after the 6th person is $10 per person after that. You can bring your own snacks. You can bring your own food in those rooms.
They let you have food in the main rooms too.
Yeah, I don't really know in the main room though. I didn't see anybody like really eating food.
No, it was like snacks.
It was all snacks. Like you could bring your own snacks. We didn't know that, otherwise we would. Yeah, but you could bring your own snacks, and they actually have like this wall of snacks. It's not a big wall. It's really not like a convenience store thing of snacks. It's, what did we get? We got Cheez-Its. And they had like Mud Buddies, like Chex Mix. Bars. They definitely had Chex Mix. They had candy bars, like chocolate bars. They had your Snickers. They had Monsters, and they even had beer. Like, I'm pretty sure.
They had beer?
Yeah, I told you that. I'm pretty sure that was, I don't know, because I actually don't recognize the brand. So I wonder if it was non-alcoholic beer.
Might have been.
I'm not really sure, but it definitely did say like beer on the can. I don't know, maybe that's something to check out next time we go, but I mean, yeah, I wouldn't. If it is beer, I wouldn't recommend getting wasted, but
it was very like family friendly in there, but it's also like if you're into the wargaming thing, you're gonna be there for hours. Right. So I could see it if they had, especially like the private rooms with the leather chairs and all that stuff. You want to relax with the beer and feel fancy. I guess.
They had like a lot of those high tables for like the role playing game stuff, or your little miniature things that you paint and whatnot. But like we were there from 12 to 5, and I think even at 2 o'clock, like my thing when we play board games is I usually have a coffee or a Monster. And I didn't want a Monster. I have a thing with drinking out of cans. And they didn't have any straws. But I really wanted coffee. I felt like I needed some coffee. I wanted my coffee while playing games. So it was like, that's my thing, board games and coffee, or, social and a Monster or something like that. But we didn't know, otherwise we would have brought our own stuff. So next time we go, we'll bring like a little lunch tote thing or whatever, and we'll bring our own drinks and
like they got
snacks.
It's in a shopping center, so maybe there's a Starbucks or something over there, or a Dunkin'.
There is
a Mission Barbecue.
None of that. Yeah, there's definitely a Mission Barbecue. There was an Italian restaurant, like in a pizza joint, and then there was, it wasn't rock climbing. Was it rock climbing, or was it
some
like
kind of like kid
trampoline
adventure
stuff
thing?
Yeah, it was something like that. And it looked like the store looks like it was in like a hollowed out grocery store.
Yeah.
And actually it looked like it was a Food Lion next to it that was definitely like abandoned or closed down or something.
I think what they did was they didn't take over the Food Lion, but they definitely got like half of it. Probably when you come in.
Is?
Yeah, it's
because
huge
grocery
in
stores
there.
are much bigger. It is huge. Yeah, so maybe they gutted like the side,
I think they just,
part of it.
They got the whole produce section or the bakery, and that's like the part of the merch part of the store, and then the game room part is probably like the actual like produce next door store.
Maybe. Oh yeah.
Because that's like. It's got its own thing. It's got its own dividing wall and stuff.
It does have its own dividing wall, yeah.
Yeah, and then like the bathrooms.
Yeah, how was the bathroom? Was it clean?
Yeah, it was small. It was clean.
How many? Well, it was a guy's bathroom, so.
Yeah, it was small. It was like 2 stalls.
Yeah. But the wall of like games that you could just open play it was quite the library. I mean, what did we see? They had fish span, fin span that you could play.
Yeah, fin span, dragon span, and bird span.
Yeah, they had those. Wingspan, worm span, and fin span. They had regular Splendor, they had Marble Splendor, they had Catan, and they had the Catan
with the settlers or whatever.
No. They had the ship one. The Spire something. Anyway, they had an expansion. And then they also had the extended 5 to 8 player part of it.
Oh yeah.
And they had the Catan, I think, card game that they had. So the other games we recognized, they had kid games like this. There was this father and son playing Stardew Valley board game. I didn't even know that was a board game.
Oh yeah.
I had no idea that was a board game.
Yeah, they had a whole section of board games that were based off video games. Because there's the Stardew Valley game in the demo area. There's people playing Slay the Spire. Shout out EOD as the Slay the Spire master. I don't know how you turn that into a board game. They had a bunch of Witcher board games.
They did?
They did. Because The Witcher already has like...
To try?
I don't think they had them to try. But they definitely
I'm
had
talking
them
about
to sell.
the demo.
Yeah. I guess in addition to that, we met Sean. It was very cool. We can't forget about that part. He taught us how to play Azul and Catan.
Yeah. It was so cool, like how we met. I was standing at the awesome wall of library or games. Sorry, I don't want to read. Of games, and I was like, me being dumb, I'm like, all right, well, we could start with Wingspan, and then we can play this and that, like games that we already have. And it's like, come on, Sherry, you've got this wall of games. If you're gonna pick something that you already play all the time. And even Sean, he was like, I don't know how this works. And he had a copy of Parks and something else in his hand, and I was like, well, I guess you pick what you want to play, and then you play. I didn't know that he was by himself. He was there by himself. So we finally came to our senses and was like, why are we playing games that we already know? So we picked up Azul, because that's been something that's been on our radar, but we just haven't had the opportunity to grab it. I was kind of iffy about it, but yeah, so we grabbed that and we went to sit down and we pull out the reading instructions, and Sean was sitting at the table in front of us, and he turned around and he was like, do you all know how to play this game? And we were like, nope. He was like, oh, well, do you mind if I join you and I can teach you how to play? We were like, sure. So he put his copy of Parks back and then joined us, and he taught us how to play Azul, and then he was like, is there any other game that you want to play or learn how to play? And we were like, Catan. He looked at his watch. I was like, we got 3 hours. We could probably make this work. And yeah.
So that's how we learned to Catan.
That's how we learned. It took 2 hours.
Good game. Pretty basic.
2 hours. Yeah, it was basic, but it was pretty good. It is a slow paced game. But it was good. So.
It hinges on the social aspect of trading with other players, which slows the game down a lot.
But when you play it electronically, like we tried over the weekend, it's like
it takes even longer.
Oh my gosh, okay, I can't. So what do we do? Like 2 turns every day?
Right.
I'm ready to just give it up. That's more of a tabletop game, yeah, for sure.
You know what, I guess we could probably, we could probably wrap it up there. You think? Shout out to Board Game Arena, where we play everything online, and we got our own DigiKast group on there.
Sure
play some online board games with us.
All right. Well, thanks everybody for listening.
Wait.
You said wrap it up.
Yeah, wrap it up. What final thoughts you want to have for this one?
So I actually I really want to rent one of those rooms and have like a game tournament or something like that with some of our friends. But I haven't thought of that yet. I don't know. I haven't gotten that deep yet. But I definitely, as a family, you, me, and the teenager are definitely gonna go back and just go there, hang out for a day, pay our $10 each, and try out some games, or look for a game that we possibly want to try and get our $30 credit, and then go back and do it again and get another $30 credit, and then we'll put $10 towards the game that I want to buy.
Yeah. This is you talk about a cheap date, or like a cheap family event. Not even like a cheap date's probably the wrong thing to say.
I call it,
Not a cheap date. I would say it's a off. It's like a cutesy date, but it's kind of like, who would think to take someone out to go play board games, right? And then you could also like buy a board game at the end, and it's like, ooh, you can play at home now. That's cool.
Yeah,
that's different.
Like a try before you buy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's a cutesy date. I'm all about going to a coffee shop for like a first date type of thing. This could be a first date type of thing, I think, because it's in an open atmosphere. Yeah. You've got something to do. You're learning something.
Right. You meet. There's going to be people there. It don't have to be awkward. You just leave.
It's not high pressure.
Yeah. And then,
and it's still kind of like intimate, where you can get to learn the person or get to know the person. It could be a date for people who've been together for a long time. It can be for married couples like us. It could be for families. It could be for the teenagers to go hang out. I mean, like I said, we saw a father and son there, so it could be like this is my weekend. Yeah. This is my weekend with the kids. So what do we do? Oh, let's go play a board game.
Or it's your Saturday. What are we gonna do with 2 kids or 3 kids, and what can we do that's not, the movies are like $100 for a family of 4 to go see a 2-hour Captain America nonsense. But I'm sorry, Captain America's great, but a little expensive.
You for cleaning that up.
You could play Marvel Splendor with Captain America in it for $40, and everybody could play. And you go buy the game in the end for like free. I don't know how much the game is.
Not free, but on the credit, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they didn't have it though, but that was one other thing. So after we did that, we kind of like browsed and everything like that for the second time. The store is awesome. They have so much. I was kind of like looking at the prices of the games that they have, which is like so many games. But I was looking at the prices and kind of comparing it to, Amazon, and the prices weren't that far off. They were, maybe a couple of dollars more here or take, give or take. But it would still, it's to be expected. It's a retail store, but I would support that retail store and not get the game on Amazon, to be quite honest, especially if it's something that you kind of want like right now on hand, or if you've gone there to try out the game and you get your store credit, like they let you try the game, right? You're getting store credit, put the rest of it towards the game. I mean, why not? That's my opinion, and that's how I'm thinking.
If you hate it, you put it towards another game.
Yeah, if you hate the game that you're playing, you're not going to sit there for hours and play it anyway.
Yeah.
So, I mean, yeah, I love it. And then the store is so clean, and they had those tables out where they have like, what do they call it? Like high top tables kind of with like different games set up for you to see the game.
Oh, yeah. Like this, like a display unit.
Yeah. And it was different genres. They had a couple for kids. They had different genre adult games that you could just try out. And there's that one game that I get. It's $80. $80. Board games can be expensive.
Adult board games,
they can be quite expensive, and they are definitely an investment. Like, I want to get into Catan. That is a complete investment. So I don't know, you're shaking your head, but I want to get into it, and it's fine. But
yeah, I mean, I think that's how they are, because you're not just spending, $50, $60, $70 on a game. It's like a whole production thing to it now. Like, Catan's been around since apparently 95, and Ticket to Ride's been around since 04.
We started playing board games like this. since the pandemic is what really brought this out. Yeah.
Yeah, and they come with like beautiful artwork, beautiful pieces. Like Azul, we picked up the mini version of Azul, and it's like
it's not the same.
It's not the same.
It's just because
the tactileness of the pieces.
Right, the pieces you feel like, and they're smooth and like, I don't know, like ceramic-y, I guess. And then the mini game is great. Still, it's great. Like, we're gonna get mini Azul for sure, because it's very travel
friendly. You try to teach other people how to play.
You just go to the house and you're there. But the pieces feel so fake. They're like plastic, and just there's no weight to it. It's like. It's cute, but it's like but yeah, so I mean, but it still does the thing. It's still a social game, good, to play. We're gonna actually play with. We're gonna try to get our parents to play because it's more up their speed versus the stuff that we actually play. So.
Yeah, we could probably spin this into a whole other video. Azul, but we'd have to get the other copy of it. But you want to talk about a good beginner-friendly, teach the kids how to play a little bit more, something a little bit more strategic. I think you said it was like 8 and up.
Yeah, it said 8 and up. No, age 8 and up.
It's very simple. It's like you pick up 4, or what, I don't know. It's like you pick up the pieces at a time, you lay them out, and then you try to make a little board of colorful pieces.
You're making a mosaic.
Yeah. And there's like 8 different versions of the game.
From the mosaic, from the tile factory. But yeah,
we're back. It's the DigiKast. Thanks for watching. Thanks for hanging out.
Yes.
We still make videos. We still around. We trying. Struggle's real, but we trying.
Yeah. We got some fun stuff coming up. We're gonna go back to my favorite spot in Wilmington, Delaware, the Scout Cafe coming up.
We got that coming up.
We've got a book event, Black Books Matter in DC. And then we have the, in National Harbor. And then we have the National Book Festival in Washington, DC. And a couple other awesome, cool things.
Yeah. And if you haven't watched the last time we went to DC, go check that out. We went
to the Chocolate Festival.
The Chocolate Festival at the French Embassy in DC. That was a cool event. But yeah, we still around. We still make videos. Hit us up. Hit us up in the comments if you made it this far.
Thank you.
This may be its own like other video at this point, but yeah. But yeah, if we'll say that the games and stuff in Glen Burnie is awesome. We're gonna shout out. We were able to film in the store, and it was a good time.
One last thing. Yeah. They have events all the time, and they actually have physical calendars, event pamphlets that they hand out that are available to you, and they also have their online version of the calendar of events on their website.
Yeah, we would say that it was like, it's kind of a big store, but it really felt like one of those little stores that you go in and you talk to the people and they remember you and stuff. It was very small store vibe.
Definitely. And it was like, because there's something I feel like there for everyone. I feel like there's an associate there.
Yeah, there's somebody there
for everyone.
That's a fan of whatever that is.
Yes, like I was talking to the associate about books, but he was talking more about like fantasy books, and I've dabbled in fantasy books before. It's not my genre now, but I'm a book reader, so we talked about that. And then the last time we went, we checked out, I think we talked about the sticker that I bought or something like that. It was crazy. It was just, the people are so amazing. I want to work there part-time,
It wasn't 40 minutes away.
35.
Yeah.
But anyway, thank you so much for listening. I'm Sherry's Joy.
And I'm Awesome Rob.
Love the world.
Peace up in the grill.